All right, let's welcome to LIV Golf Dallas Media Center our second round leader, Patrick Reed of 4 Aces GC. So, Patrick, you shot a 4 under 68 today. You have a 3-shot lead entering tomorrow's final round. This is your first 36-hole lead on LIV Golf. What's the mindset as you chase your first LIV win?
Really, the mindset's the same as it's been all week, is just go out, feel like everyone's starting at even par, try to win the day. I think the biggest thing for me is I feel like the golf game feels pretty solid. Everything seems to be kind of, tight and where I want it to be. It's just the biggest thing is going out there and not trying to press, not trying to force anything, and really just go out and try to, win the day as if it's a Monday qualifier.
And we talked about this yesterday in terms of if you win tomorrow, this would be your first professional win in Texas. It would be a pretty special victory for you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, to get my first LIV victory as well as doing it in my home state would mean a lot. But really, at the end of the day, it's instead of trying to focus on what happens on the 54th hole, is just kind of stay in the moment, stay in the present, kind of like I've done on most of the tournaments. Whenever I've had success, I've won. I don't think ahead. I just kind of think about what I'm trying to do right then and there, because golf's a funny game. You start thinking forward. It seems to not work. You start, thinking behind you. That doesn't work either. You have to stay very present. The golf's such a mental game at this point that, you need to make sure you're thinking correctly and focusing on every golf shot.
So there's a lot of shot makers atop that leaderboard. It's a 7,500-yard course. What is it about Maridoe that kind of favors you guys?
Well, I think it's, you have to play with what the golf course and that shot gives you. You can't just hit draws on every hole. You can't hit fades on every hole. You have to work the ball and use certain ridges, use different slopes to get the ball close. It's, the greens are just firm enough and it's just windy enough that you can't just hit a draw to everyone or a fade. You have to start using the big axis of the greens, and I feel like that's what makes this place unique, makes this place challenging, is that, you can't just aim and shoot. You have to, start really thinking your way around this place.
And so the Aces also have the team lead. You guys came into this week with 3 podium finishes in the last 5 starts. A couple of new faces, obviously, from that first year. But do you feel like the Aces are kind of getting back to that 2022 form?
I feel like it. I feel like the guys are, starting to take care of business, play some solid golf, and really it's just kind of one of those things that you just have to go out and play well as a team. Every guy, when you count 4 scores, has to play well. And I feel like we haven't quite had that this season yet. And we'll have certain guys play well one week, and then next week it won't be. So I feel like we're all kind of motivated at this back part of the year to kind of get going and getting back on top where we belong. And this would be a good start.
All right, we'll open it up for questions. Matt, over here.
Pat, on the 13th hole, you kind of had a wayward drive and an indifferent second, and so you found yourself having to get up and down from 70 yards from a fairway bunker. That shot, to me, it felt like it kept you in the round and kept things going in the right direction. Can you talk about that shot?
Yeah, I hit a poor tee shot there and ended up having a really bad lie to where, I just hit pitching wedge. I opened the face on pitching wedge, just trying to get it out of the rough, and the lie wouldn't allow it. And I made a mess of the first 3 golf shots, ended up in that fairway bunker. And the funny thing is, during the Pro-Am, I had that exact bunker shot, but from 100 yards. And these bunkers are good enough where the ball sits up on top, so you get a clean lie. You just have to pick it really cleanly. And I was lucky enough to not only make solid contact there, but to hit my number. But I felt like that definitely kept me in the round, kept me going, especially after birdie in the previous hole. The last thing you want to do is go on a par 5 and make bogey. And it's just kind of one of those are the kind of momentum swings that you have to just kind of stay focused on the present, because it would have been very easy to kind of look back at the drive and then the second and the third that clipped the tree and kind of just sit there and be upset about the hole rather than staying focused on that bunker shot. But those 50 to 70-yard bunker shots aren't fun. I don't care where you are. They're so hard, and to have 2 of them today and get them both up and down, well, one of them up and down and one of them made par with, those are crucial parts of the round that kind of keep the momentum going and allow you to kind of move forward and go into the next hole.
Amazing shot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Patrick? All right, you good to go?
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. Oh,
What you got?
we'll have the last one from
What you got?
Kathleen.
I was just going to ask, as a native of Texas, being from here, what is it like, being in the heat? Do you feel like you have some sort of advantage being used to it?
I mean, it's hot. It's hard to get used to it, but we got lucky this week, even though with how hot it is, we got lucky that there is a breeze and it's windy. Last week when I was in Houston and back at home, it was just as hot, if not a little hotter and more humid, and there was no wind. I don't know why it does that in Houston. It just doesn't, so kind of got used to the heat, was kind of getting, a little bit comfortable to it. But at the end of the day, when it's hot, it's hot. It's hard to really get that used to it. So, you just have to really try to stay focused because it's very easy to kind of start getting your mind wandering rather than focusing on what you're trying to do when it's this hot outside.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, appreciate it.
Yep.